to the first episode of Cold-Blooded Killers. Today we're going to be covering a child killer. Let's watch a couple videos and then we're going to get into the police report and talk more about this.
Meanwhile, we are learning more about the Henderson father arrested in connection with the murder of his 5-year-old son. Gerald Oglesby faces 1 count of open murder. According to an arrest report, he admitted to physically disciplining the child over the course of a day because he watched a TV show he wasn't supposed to be watching. He also told officers he didn't want to call police at first because they wouldn't understand his method of discipline. Yesterday, officers responded to a call of the unresponsive child at the home. The child was pronounced dead. Investigators determined the suspect in the child's death was his father, Oglesby.
Now, this morning, we got our first look at 33-year-old Gerald Oglesby. He's the man accused of using an electrical cord to beat his son to death because he disapproved of a show he was watching on TV. Now, police say Oglesby also attacked the child because the boy was back-talking him about having to go to sleep. Police were called to his apartment last Wednesday morning after he contacted authorities to let them know his son had stopped breathing. Police say he waited 13 minutes to call 911 and tried CPR without any success. By the time first responders arrived to help, well, the young boy was already dead. Now, Oglesby met his public defender this morning for the first time in court. He's currently behind bars facing an open murder charge, and he's expected to reappear in court on May 2nd.
Alright guys, welcome to an episode of Cold-Blooded Killers. As I stated before, we're going to be covering all types of murders, kidnapping, anything crazy that I see, I'm going to cover it. If you guys feel free to go in the comment section, send me links to stories if you want me to cover it. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to try to do some background research and we're going to talk about these different crazy events. So without further ado, let's get into this one. This is a very tragic and unfortunate event that led to a 5-year-old son losing his life. This man should not have been a father. But anyways, let's read the police report and then I'm going to give you guys my opinion towards the end and we're going to talk about this some more. So a father in the Las Vegas area is under arrest and facing a murder charge with connections to the death of his 5-year-old son earlier this week. On Thursday, Gerald Oglesby, 33, was taken into Henderson police custody after authorities were called to his apartment and found his son dead. The child stopped breathing after being whipped by Oglesby, his father, with a cable box cord. According to a Henderson police arrest report, the 33-year-old man told police that his son was watching a TV show that he was not supposed to be watching and backtalked before using the cord, splitting the child's chin open. Very sick. Oglesby reportedly whipped the child again later that Wednesday night because the child did not want to go to bed, the report said, while also hitting the child in the abdominal area with a slipper. Oglesby told police he knew he hit the child too hard as the child wasn't acting normal and lay down. The child vomited a short time later, according to report. The arrest report continued, reporting Oglesby told something was wrong, found that something was wrong, but didn't want to call the police because they would not understand his method of discipline. According to the report, Oglesby performed CPR but got no response and realized the child was dead. He then texted the child's mother a couple of good pictures stored on his phone and texted his sister that the boy had died because he whipped him too hard. So this man is trying to cover his ass. The boy's father started smoking marijuana, typical idiot, before calling 911. So he was not worried about his son at this point. He decided to just smoke some weed instead of calling 911 right away. With him calling emergency responders around 1:30 a.m. Thursday, according to the report. Oglesby said the last time the child was breathing was 13 minutes before the 911 call. So apparently he smoked a blunt within 13 minutes and then he decided to call 911. Oglesby told police that 911 dispatcher instructed him on how to do CPR, but he refused because he had already tried it and it didn't work. So apparently he said once is enough, twice is not enough. I'm saying to him, basically he didn't want to go through doing it again. According to the report, police report officers observed visible injuries to the head and torso of the child once they arrived. The child was pronounced dead at the scene. A neighbor said that she heard loud noises, that she believed a body being thrown onto the ground in the apartment. According to the police report, a thumping noise continued for 2 hours. So for 2 hours, this neighbor didn't call the cops after hearing all of this. Whatever. Let's keep going. She also said she tried to contact the resident in the apartment, but no one answered. The neighbor did not call 911. Idiot. Obviously told Oglesby told police he was awarded custody of his son in February 2021, which was a tragedy, and started using physical discipline around that time. So apparently this is his only way of teaching his kid. He does not know any other method. Let's keep going. He also said he was forced to discipline his son by whipping him with a phone charging cord in December 2021 because of back talking. That is not forcing you to do something. So that's pretty much what the report says. It says court records show Oglesby's next court appearance is scheduled for March 21st. So yeah, so this man right here basically abused and tortured a 5-year-old kid. He did not deserve to be a father. He did not deserve to have custody of his kid. He said he was forced to use a phone charging cord to discipline his kid. You was not forced to do anything. You chose to do this. Apparently, this man has no skills in parenting. He had no type of self-restraint. He didn't have the discipline or pretty much the patience to raise a child, because I have a child. I know how it is. You will get angry. You will get mad. But at the end of the day, it's a little kid. You cannot take it that far. You may want to discipline them physically with a little spanking here or there, or screaming or yelling at them, which is typical, but you cannot go this far using cords and such methods as this guy was using. He's very despicable. His day in court is coming. He's going to face a judge, but at the end of the day, the person he's going to have to face is God, because he basically took a life of an innocent child. So he's going to rot basically one way or another. He's basically not going to see the light of day again. If he does, the justice system is basically fucked up. In my opinion, he should not come out ever, and the death penalty should be in play here. And if I was on the jury, I would vote for it. That's my opinion. You guys feel free to comment below. Let me know what you guys feel about the situation. Was he right in disciplining his child for not listening in the way that he did, or should have he took a different path, maybe take the damn TV away, and basically take the kid to counseling? Or you could also always give up custody of the kid. You could put him in foster care, or you could leave him with a family member if you don't want to take care of a child. So this guy is guilty at the end of the day. He had many choices. He could have chose. Instead, he chose a path of torture and basically abusing a 5-year-old kid, because the kid talked back to him and he wanted to assert his dominance. In my eyes, this guy's a coward. He's a loser. He's going to get what he deserves. This is your boy. This is the first episode. I couldn't find any more background on this guy. I tried to look him up on social media. Couldn't really find anything. I tried to look up his background, basically upbringing, stuff like that. Can't really find anything. Maybe it will appear later on as the courts come, and then more information is leaked, and then maybe we'll revisit this story. But who knows? Maybe this guy does not deserve this much attention. So yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if I missed anything. Send me links to stories you would want me to cover. I would basically cover them and try to dig in more information on the next episode. This is the first episode. We're just getting started. As I said before, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this man. In your own opinion, what type of justice does he deserve? Without further ado, this is Cold-Blooded Killers, first episode. Tune in for more.